Washington football team.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Black. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Stafford's pass.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
41-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Throwing is Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Fuller. Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will make it into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. A carry now for McKisson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard line. second and 5.
From the 27, Haskins forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First down, Washington. Haskins finding McLaurin. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's McKissick. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to David Njoku. It's a gain of 23.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with McKissick, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Washington.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 12-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the second.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You can't go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit. It allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The throw over the middle, take it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Open man is Allison, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They convert on third down there, 21 yards the play. So first and 10 now from the 30. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. It's caught inside. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Takes over first and 10 at their own.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd stop up for it. You don't try to get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try to squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try to duplicate that and exceed it in this game. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins got it open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Washington 7.
Taken in by the tight end Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. There's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.D. McKissick with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Complete to Kerryon Johnson.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped it for a minute.
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Geronimo Allison. Incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Trey Quinn that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That's caught by Trey Quinn, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's going to lob one deep left side here. They'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford got a man. That's Allison. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Stafford. They'll find Gallagher. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, ran that fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why if you play a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards that time. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. They go play action now. Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. J.D. McKissick with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice. And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too. Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford open here is Allison. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. this first half of play. We'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jamie Collins. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Oh, I gave him my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a third down.
Throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throw left side to start the drive is complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back-to-back big plays have them on the move on 1st down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a 31-yard line.
So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Deshaun Jackson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Will Fuller, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentator, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The look at Washington as they come onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably preparing for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Able to get this to Gordon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively, play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I think you're going to get very...
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just get right. There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Stafford catches made by Hockenson, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
First and goal.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington takes over.
David Njoku and the rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. A couple of second-year guys, Haskins to McLaurin for a Washington first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
Out of the shotgun. Haskins. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Lions 28. Washington.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things go.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. Touchdown. those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he returns this to the 22.
Roman on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just gonna have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 5. First down, Washington.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Washington.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in this football game. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Back now at Ford Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
24.
Haskins will keep it on the sneak, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle play, shouldn't we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 24. A big run there by Johnson. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. A slant to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 4 yards. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
4-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
For Detroit.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
25-yard line. Washington.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He will find a rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Johnson's ball carrier. He was taken down by Reuben Foster. It's a gain of 4.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. It really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And to give this time to the tailback. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The Washington ball carrier. Duron Harmon on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Yards on the play.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked out through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He was brought down by...
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And 3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there is no space available, and incompletion as a result.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
9 yards.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. It in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 4. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And the catch made by Johnson.
Let's go. Here we are. Johnson. That's good for a lot.
Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. He's got a first down inside midfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. Stafford now to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Pressure there as it's intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. is about to come away victorious.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our